So I think it's super important to understand how recruiters use LinkedIn. What you're seeing here on the screen is an example of a real search that I conducted. It's probably been a few years ago for one of our main clients. They were looking for a VP of logistics, and we filled the role successfully. That person's actually still in the role today. They wanted somebody with food and beverage experience. You can see here the different filters that we have. So we've got job titles. You can see that I used, it's called Boolean. And it's logic using and or not. But it's how as recruiters can like run a search, because sometimes company, they might have been open to a director in a larger company. They could have been open to somebody more senior in a smaller company. So I was really trying to capture anybody that worked in a senior leadership role, from director to VP to vice president to SVP to EVP. So you see the job title filter. I put in, you can't see it, it's truncated, but basically I was trying to find somebody that headed up logistics in a food beverage company. You can see I was running a national search there with the United States. There's the location. We can filter by any location, any city, any state. I can even filter by people that are open to relocating to those cities or states. So it's not always a local search. I can filter by skills, transportation, distribution. They were implementing a WMS, which they did. So they wanted somebody that had been through one of those, warehouse management systems and so forth. Companies, we usually at this level put together a target list of companies, and then we'll try to find the people that are doing the same job, whether it's the number one, sometimes it's the number two. So you got Kraft Heinz, that was a company that we were looking at. There's Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and some other companies. I can look at, year of graduation. I can even search by the schools that you attended, the industries. I got food production. I put consumer goods, logistics, and supply chain in this example. And then we can run a keyword search against every single keyword, every word on your LinkedIn profile as well. So that's the basics. And then if you look over to the right there, you can see, I talked about zip code. Some people will put in their LinkedIn profile the United States. Well, if you do that, I'm looking for somebody in a certain area. Guess what? You're going to be invisible to me. I can search for people that are bilingual. If I'm bilingual, I could even, search for other profile languages in case people have their profile written in different languages. If I want to look for people that may have just joined LinkedIn, let's say I've exhausted my search and I want to go look at some fresh folks that may be new on the platform, I can filter by that date. I can filter by years of experience, the years that they've worked at their current company, the years in their current position. Military veterans, if I'm trying to bring in, veterans to the company, I can filter by that. I can search by your name. That's why it's important to use your full last name. Some people just put their initials, and so forth. So there's a lot of filters. This is probably a couple of years old. There's a few new filters in there as well. Why do I tell you this? It goes back just to reinforce the critical importance of completing your profile in full. If you don't, you can be completely invisible to recruiters and employers. And if you're not getting the right amount of activity or any activity at all, odds are probably high that you just don't have the right profile, the right keywords, and so forth. So that's a real search, and just wanted to give you an example so you can see. And again, emphasizing why you want to fill everything out.